Hi guys, welcome to my channel. For those who are interested to study in Canada, I got you. I have good news for you. So watch this video up to the end and please don't forget to subscribe. Let's start. Alright, this video is for those people who are interested to study in Canada. So why should you study in Canada? Why are people so fascinated about Canada? Is the education system good? So here are the answers. Why should I study in Canada? First of all, Canada has recently implemented significant changes that will affect those intending to pursue studies in the country in the coming years. So, why are people still interested to go to Canada? First of all, Canada's reputation is known as a safe and stable country, which is a factor, plays a factor into why people want to move to Canada to study there. The second factor is Canada is known to have high quality education system. All right. It's known for its excellence and diversity. The Canadian education is a major draw. Lastly, Canada's inclusive and tolerant society plays a pivotal role in the decision-making process of making people want to go to Canada because it's very welcoming to people. It's very welcoming to immigrants from around the world. Furthermore, international students are looking toward the future while in Canada. An impressive 72.5% of them plan to apply for a postgraduate work permit, which allows them to gain valuable work experience. Additionally, 60% of these students aspire to make Canada their permanent home, highlighting the country's attractiveness as a place for not only studying but also for building a promising future. With its welcoming environment, as outstanding education system and diverse opportunity, Canada is appealing to foreign students and right now it's very welcoming to every student from across the world, regardless of race you're coming from. Now, here, what are the conditions of a Canadian study permit? So pay attention. So these are certain terms and conditions attached to a Canadian study permit. You must respect this condition in order to retain all the benefits of your study experience. 1. You must be enrolled at a designated learning institution. When you're applying for Canadian study permit, you must first be enrolled to a learning institution, whether it's a high school, whether it's a university, whether it's you're going for your master program, or whether you're going for your PhD program. You must be enrolled to a learning institution. 2. You must be enrolled as a part-time student or a full-time student if studying in Quebec. If you're going to the province of Quebec, you must be enrolled as a part-time student or a full-time student in that province. You must not take any authorized leave longer than 150 days from your program of study. Please pay attention. If you end up disregarding these rules, you're going to lose your your studying permit. So it is important to understand and respect the terms of your study permit. In doing so, you will get the most out of your study abroad experience in Canada. Students who respect the terms of their study permit also have a better chance of being granted a postgraduate work study permit. How much does it cost to study in Canada? So the good news is that studying in Canada is affordable. Canadian tuition fees are generally lower than those in Australia, the United States, and the United Kingdom. In the year 2018 and the year 2019 school year, the average annual tuition for undergraduate international students in Canada was around $27,159 Canadian dollars. The average tuition for the same year spent at an American university can be compared to around $45,950 US dollars. You can see the comparison. So meaning Canadian universities or education system is much affordable as compared to the United States of America. You can also, when deciding whether to study abroad, cost of living is also an important factor to consider. The cost of living in Canada can be very affordable compared to the most other top destinations for foreign students. So here you can see the statistics. You are looking at Canada, you are looking at United Kingdom, you are looking at United States, and you're looking at Australia. You can make up the comparison and you come up with your own final conclusion. So cost of Canadian student housing. What does it cost, the housing? So there are many options for living as a student in Canada. From living in university resident to apartment rental, students can pick the living style that suits them best. Typically, large cities like Toronto and Vancouver have higher housing costs than smaller cities and towns. The University of Toronto, which serves only 20,000 international students, estimate the monthly cost of housing for a student to sit somewhere between 1,080 to 2,000 can cost between 1,080 to 2,982 Canadian dollars in downtown Toronto. In Montreal, the cost of living is low compared to other major North American cities. The University of Montreal estimates a monthly student housing cost of around 550 Canadian dollars. So the city of Montreal remains a very popular study destination for international students, and recently ranked among the fifth in the world for best study destination. Why? Because it's very affordable for most international students to study there and to live there, and of course, eventually as they progress to go to their masters and their PhD studies, of course they can decide whether to study still in Montreal or to move to other provinces in Canada. In St. John's, Newfoundland, one of Canadia's smallest cities, the cost of living is 10 or 30% lower than other Canadian cities. The average monthly cost of a two-bedroom rental is just around $710 Canadian, or $350 per room. What about food and transportation costs? Similar to housing, cost of food and transportation varies between provinces. Let's stick with three examples from above to explore the price of amenities in cities in Canada. For example, Toronto, you can see local transportation can cost you around 140 Canadian dollars per month. Basic lunchtime menu in the business district can cost you around $31 Canadian. Suggested monthly grocery can cost you around $300 to $600 Canadian. The city of Montreal, local transportation can cost you around $97 Canadian, or the basic lunchtime menu can cost you around $25 Canadian. The suggested monthly grocery budget can cost you around 300 to 550 Canadian dollars. St. John's province can cost you around, local transportation can cost you around 78 Canadian dollars per month. Basic lunchtime menu in the business district can cost you around $23 dollars. A suggested monthly grocery can cost you around $487 Canadian. So what about health insurance? All international students in Canada must have health care coverage, which is very important. Certain provinces automatically give them access to Canada public health care system, but others do not. Students in provinces that do not offer health coverage to international students must purchase private health insurances. Schools in these provinces generally offer health insurance plans which may be added to your tuition and student fees. So how to study in Canada for free? Here are the following information. There are plenty of scholarship opportunities for international students who want to study in Canada. The opportunities available will depend on your field of study or research and your country of origin. You can find more information about scholarship that may be available to you by using the Canadian scholarship. You can just go on Google and type in Canadian scholarship for the year 2024 or to 2025, and you'll get all that information. So guys, if you like this video, please subscribe to my channel, like this video, of course drop your comment, and I will give you answers to all the questions that you have. Remember, my name is Faiza Nishika Travel. On this channel I have all these questions for you on scholarship, where you can study, and how, so that you can have a smooth transition. So thank you so much, and God bless you.